All right, guys, very good morning and welcome back. Let me just allow you guys to chat. Okay. Hutch, can you just make me host? Just, okay. Thank you. All right. Sorry, guys, for a small delay. Okay. I hope now I'm audible. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for a quick small delay. All- Hmm. I hope my screen is also visible to everyone in the class. Kindly acknowledge. Yes, great. Thank you. Thank you for your acknowledgement. And today we are going to start with one of the most important topic, which if you say I know Java, you must also know about it. And especially those who have attended the fast track Spring Boot batch, they know very well how often and how much I have used these concepts in our classes. So make sure you are well aware of this. If you claim that I do know Java, and if you say you don't know this topic, then you don't know Java. That's how it is. It is nothing but collection. One of the most important feature of Java, which is added in Java 2. It was later added in Java 2. Fine. Not it was not there earlier. Okay. Joshua is the name who has proposed this hierarchy, this collection of classes and interfaces to make something better in Java. So basically what happened is, you all know very well that whenever you want to store a data in your program, we have to create the variables. Inside the variables, we do create the data. All of you agree on this? Anyone has any ambiguity? No problem, Raghavendra. Please now pick it up. Don't miss the flow. We create a variable, right? Example, I want to store someone's age. I will say integer type of age equals to 14. 14 is stored inside this age variable. Correct, every one of you? All of you are there with me. Now, if you have a collection of data, do we have any concept in Java or any programming language in that matter? What is that? What is the which concept? Array. Collection of data in one place, right? Collection of data in one place. Array had some limitation. It demands continuous memory allocation. The size is fixed. You cannot shrink or grow the size once it is created. If you try to do that, a new array will be created. And there is no predefined methods inside that class. You have to use utility class help. Name of the utility class is arrays class. If you want to perform some of the manipulations, right? Sometimes in your program, it is not just about storing the data, right? You may have to do something with the data. Array was not friendly for many of such operations. It was, Java developers were facing some issues. For that, Java team had given one hierarchy called as enumeration hierarchy. I'll talk at the end also about the same. They tried their best to give solution, but again they were also lacking in unifying theme. There was no proper data structures. So many issues were there. These issues, Java was an open source programming language back then. Joshua, a computer scientist, and the team find out that we can give some solutions, and they propose one hierarchy. In Java, the name of the hierarchy is collection, which consists of 7 classes and 3 major interfaces. And later, the old enumeration which Java team tried to give, no, those classes were also added into the same collection hierarchy. That's a different case I will talk. But its own 7 classes. Predefined classes and interfaces using which, if in case there is a need arises that I want to store a bulk data in my application at the time of running. See guys, application is running on the RAM, right? At the end of the day, data will be stored in the database, permanent storage. So what your application is doing, going and collecting the data from the end user, storing in the database. In between, application is all about processing the data, whether getting from the database and giving to end user, taking from the data and the end user and giving to the database. It's there only to process the data, right? Everyone. So in Amazon or Flipkart or whichever app, if you're selecting some images, it's not the application it is stored. It is coming from the database of the Amazon, servers of the Amazon, and giving to you. Application is doing the task of fetching that, giving to you. I hope all of you understand that. We started the journey. What is RAM? What is hard disk? What happens in the RAM at the beginning of the lecture itself. So application is all about processing the things. So if you want to store bulk data, and with that data, if you want to perform operations easily, properly, then collection hierarchy is what we have to use, which will all the problems which were there in the arrays will be resolved by this collection hierarchy. Now, what all classes we have to see this one by one, and we may have to understand this. Then we will see this hierarchy, how they have arranged, and what happens behind the scene also I'm going to talk about it. To start with, inside the collection hierarchy, we have three major interfaces. One is list interface, one is queue interface, one is set interface. Parent of this is a collection, parent of that is iterable. Parent of all three interfaces is collection interface. Parent of collection is iterable. Iterable is also an interface. Which are the classes which comes under these interfaces, this family? We have to discuss. Number one, we have something called as array list, predefined class. Then we have linked list. Then we have array DQ. Then we have priority queue. Then we have tree set. We do have the option of hash set. If someone is new here, please do watch whatever we have discussed. Right now, I'm talking to Java developers. We have started the journey from absolute scratch, how programming came. We have reached to here. And right now, I'm talking to Java developers who know Java. Okay, now next, we have linked hash set. So these many classes are there which you can use to store large volume of data in one place. And by using the predefined methods present inside these classes, you can perform many operations on the data. You can manipulate the data. So many predefined classes are available if you have to use these many classes. Now, every class has its own specialty. Theme is same, unifying theme is there, but it has its own specialty, and every class is following its own data structures and algorithm behind the scene. What data structures and algorithm they are following behind the scene, that data structure and algorithm I will only explain. You need not to worry on that. Fine. And then we have to use generics on the top of this. Initially, I'll not use generics. Once I complete all the classes, why we may have to use generics, I will talk. Now, one by one, let's try to understand. Number one, array list. Array list. It belongs to the family of list. That means it is implementing list interface. It is implementing list interface. Belongs to the family of list. It follows dynamic array data structure. Dynamic array data structure. As and when you add the data at the rear end, the size will keep on increase dynamically. It is not fixed. It will grow also, it will shrink also. What do you mean by that? Initially, if the data is only 2, if you add something at the rear end, at the last, automatically it will grow. If you add something, it will grow. If you delete something, it will reduce. It will grow also, it will shrink also dynamically. Okay, now, and how exactly it works, let's see here one by one, and we will have a better idea on this. Let me open this IDE, Telesco service. This is microservices, and we are not learning microservices for your batch for now. We are learning Java. Let me open that IDE, guys. Okay. Allow me just a minute. The ID is opening, and yes, it is opening. Let me create a project, guys, a new Java project. New Java project. Name of the project is nothing but I will say here collection. Collection is the name of the project. I'll just say finish. Don't create any module. Great. I'll go back here. I'll say right click, new, and I will just say here create the class. I'll say here launch one with main method. Or maybe I'll say here launch array list. Launch array list. So I do have a class. All of you know the history, geography of it. Now I want to use array list. I will say here array list type maybe array list equals to new array list. Great. I will add this. Done. Okay. After which I'll say al dot. So many methods are coming up. See here. To perform any of the operations, I'll go here with add. And what type of data it is expecting? Object. Object means can you add any type of data, guys? Yes. You can add it. I will add here. I will say here maybe 100. Al dot add 200. Guys can add only one type of data, which is of integer here. No problem. I will say al dot add. I will say 44.5. Double type of data. Al dot add. I will say here maybe for an instance Anil. I'll say Anil. That means can I add here string type of data? Yes, of course. Why not? Al dot add. I will just say here T. All coming in. Al dot add. I will just say here true. So guys, inside this one collection, do I have every type of data? System dot out dot print. Print and see, I'm not iterating the data. I'm not fetching here. I'm just telling print whatever is there inside this AL collection. Can you show me on the console? If I just have to see here, you can see these things are there in your console. So can I store heterogeneous type of data, any type of data inside one collection? Mixture of data. Why? Everything in the collection is getting stored as object. So there is a problem here actually. What is the problem? Once I reach to the conclusion of iterator, list iterator, and need of generics, that time you'll understand day after tomorrow's class. Till that time, it is only benefit. What is the problem? Automatically you'll understand day after tomorrow's class. Great. This is done. Point number one, everyone. All of you. As and when you add the data, it will grow. As and when you reduce the data, it will shrink. Initially, I've added example 2 records, 10, 100, 200. Later, if you add, it will keep on. Rear end means this is the rear end, last end. This is front end. This is rear end. If you add some data, add, automatically it will grow. Dynamic array data structure. Automatically it will grow. If you delete something, automatically it will shrink. Making sense? I'll go back here. Let me create one more here. I'll say array list type array list 2 dot or equals to new array list. Inside this, I'm going to say al2 dot add. I will add some data, maybe 10. Any type of data I can add. All of you have already seen that. I will say here 20. Great. After which I'll say here AL2 dot add. Guys, add means how many add methods are there? I can add the data. I can add the data based on index. Based on index. I want in my zeroth index, I want 44 to be there. Initially, zeroth index, what was there? 10 was there. Later, I'm telling in the zeroth index, I want please add 44. That means whatever was there inside the zeroth index, that will shift to first index. Whatever is there in the first index, that will shift to second index. Not just that, AL2 dot add. There's something called as add all. I want to add this entire collection in the rear end. If you just say add rear end, automatically in the last end, that will be added. Before I run this, I want to show here only. If I say system.out.println, I will say here, please do print AL2. Collection I have not yet added. And this is collection one you leave. Collection 2, guys, 44 is coming in the zeroth index because I have told here. Now I have a question to all of you. In array list, index-based axing is allowed or not allowed? Can you perform insertion operation based on the index? Can you perform insertion at any given point of time? Yes. Can you add one more collection into this collection? See, you can add it. See, this collection, I have added one more collection. No problem. That too at any index also, if you want, you can add it. 4 add methods are there. Done, everyone? Before I discuss few more methods here, I will tell you one problem here. Guys, initially in my collection, 10 and 20 were there. This was my AL. This is my collection. 10 was there. 20 was there. AL2 is my collection name. I have told AL2 dot please add in the zeroth index, 44. Then what happens? It will not delete the data. Whatever was there in the zeroth index, that will shift to first index. Whatever data was already there in the first index, that will shift to second index, and new memory location will be created. 20 will be added here. Then what happens here? Whatever data was there here, that will shift here, right? So 10 will come and sit here, and 44 will be added here. So index-based axing is allowed. What if my collection has some 10 elements and you want something to add in the zeroth index? Then all 0 to first index party will go to second index. Second index data will go to third index, fourth index, fifth index. Though it is allowed, but it is not efficient. You can add the data by using the index in any given point of time. But is it efficient if you ask me? No. It is efficient if you want to add something by using add method. Add method means automatically at the rear end. It will only grow, it will only get added. No problem. But can we add in the zeroth index or any of the index using by specifying the index here? Yes, you can do that. Possibility, yes. Efficiency, no. Yes, Savan. Depends on all of you present in the class. For some of them, I will talk what are the time complexity and space complexity. Yes, no, maybe every one of you. Now, what is the solution for this? We have one more class called as linked list. I will talk on the predefined methods of these classes. Linked list. Linked list is implementing list interface. Also, it is implementing DQ interface also. DQ is a child interface of Q interface. It's a child interface of Q interface. Now, guys, if you know basic core Java, tell me, linked list, will it have all the methods which has array list? If both of them are first base is following the list interface, will it have all the methods which are there in the array list? Will it have some extra methods also? Because it is also implementing DQ. Can a class implement multiple? Yes, you can, Suresh. I will talk on some of the predefined methods. Let's go in a flow, okay? I will talk so many things. Can we, guys? So how many methods are there? How many methods will be there inside the linked list? Multiple methods compared to array list. Internally, it follows doubly linked list data structure. Doubly linked list data structure. Singular linked list data structure, circular linked list data structure, doubly linked list data structure. If you know data structure, you know. If you don't know, I will only tell what is doubly linked list. There will be something called as nodes here. Nodes. Every time you add the data, one node will be created. Left link, right link, actual data will be there. Again, you add the data, one node got created. Both the sides links will be there. 20. Again, you create the data. And guys, array list also demands contiguous memory locations, but not the linked list. Linked list doesn't demand contiguous memory location. Wherever memory is available, it will only take there. Guys, this node will have address of this nodes. Based on this, it will refer to it. And this node will get the address of this node. So it will refer this. Linking will happen from both the sides. Doubly linked list. This node will have address of this. And this nodes will have address of this. It will link 0, 1, 2. Now, all of a sudden, you add the data in the 0th index. We have methods add first. Now, no shifting. A new node will be created wherever there was a memory space. New node created. 44 added. Then what happens here? This node will be given this address. This nodes will be given this address. This linking will happen wherever there is a memory space. Only linking. It will just link. That's it. It will not shift and all. You can add the data at any given point. Are you getting it? Not about depend on. You'll get to know. Have patience, guys. If I say collection is over, till that time, no more questions. 5 collection classes I am going to take. I'll say today collection over. Till that time, no questions. Fine. Do you trust my 50 batches experience? 50 Java batches experience? 50 plus actually in a process. So if there is something very important at the end of the doubt session, and I will make sure that all the doubts will be by default get created. By default will be removed from your mind. All of your doubts are in my plan of action. Whatever you're asking, no, that plan is there in the mind to teach. Okay, now? No problem, Suresh. You can. But sometimes it will, in between the class, I'm talking. Sometimes it will disturb. That's it. Okay, you can ask any doubt. But if I don't answer, just don't mind. It's in my plan of action. That's the meaning. Sometimes I don't answer. Okay, now? Okay. Now, guys, let's go and create here. Right click. And I will ask this question. Launch. I don't mind your questions, guys. Linked list. Okay. According to me, it is implementing how many interfaces, guys? Linked list. 2. So I will create the instance of linked list. Linked list type maybe LL1 equals to new linked list. And I will import this. It is coming from the util package. Guys, all the collection classes are part of util package. Utility. All the part of util package. This may also, they may ask just to check your observation. LL1 dot add. Guys, last time we had 4 methods. All of them are there here also. That means they are the family of list. But also, are you able to see something called as add first, add last? Are you able to get this? Yes. I will add the data. However you want, you can add the data, guys. There is no restrictions. I will say LL1 dot add. I will add here as Java. I will say LL1 dot add. I will add here as Bengaluru. Anything, normal. Any data you want, you can add it. Okay, there is no restrictions. But if you add heterogeneous type of data into your collection, it's a problem. Why it is a problem? It should not do it. Possibility is there, should not do it. Why? I will tell you. And practically also I will show you in the real time why it should not be done. Reasons also we will see to it. Okay, but now I have added. If I print my collection system.out.println, I will see here LL1. No problem. If I have to just run it, I'm getting this. My collection is there. Also, guys, I will run this. I want you to observe. Index-based axing is allowed in the array list. What is your answer? Based on the index, can you perform the insertion? Is it maintaining the order of insertion? Order of insertion means in whichever order you have inserted the data. Is it in the same order? See, first 100, 100 is there. Second 200, 200, second is only there. Third 44.5, third 44.40 is there. So in whichever order you have inserted, is it maintaining the order of insertion? Is it preserving the order of insertion? If I have to go to linked list, dear friends, is it maintaining the order of insertion? See here, for the linked list also it is maintaining the order of insertion. Now guys, I'll go here. LL1 dot add first. Index base also you can add. Like the way we have done in array list. I'll not use that method because we have already used it. Add first. I will add 44. I'll say add by the method name, by adding the method. Is it not the message, guys? You can perform the insertion at the first also, at the last also, at any given point also. Maybe I'll say here in the second index, I want telescope to be there. So guys, if you go with linked list, can you perform insertion at any given point of time? At any given position? Yes, no, maybe front end. Is it suitable to perform insertion operation at any given position after collection is created? Front end also, last also, in between also, wherever you want. Will there be any concept of shifting of the elements to different places? No, no time consuming. A new node will be created. Automatically that will be linked with the previous node. That's how the arrangement has been done behind the scene. Is that clear fundamentally to everyone? Before I discuss something more, I want to tell you some of the predefined methods which are there in those specific classes. Okay, let's try to understand. Add all based on the index. So you have seen already. I will say here AL2 dot. So many methods are there, which clear means it will delete entire collection. Clear means it will delete the entire collection. Contains, it will check whether the data is there or not. Example, guys, I will check. Clear means it will delete. I don't want to delete. Contains, I will say here whether 20 is there or not. It will give you true or false. If you want, you can collect in Boolean. I will directly print it on my console because we are just checking here. We are not using the data. If it is true, we have to do something, means that is not the case. I will just comment this part. I will just comment this part. Okay, let me just run this. Oh, if I comment, I cannot add the collection here. Oh, that is also there. So let it be there. I'll comment the part of printing that collection. This collection that will be there, I will just comment to print it. Okay. Now I will just go here. Guys, it is true. 1020 is there in my collection. System.out.println. I'll say here AL2 dot one method is there. Example contains all. Whether does it have this collection number 1? This collection number 2 has collection number 1 or not? Again, you can see it is also true. Like this, so many methods are there, not just 1 or 2. AL2 dot. There's a method how to retrieve the data is there. No, to fetch the data. We have a method called as get method. There is something called as index of is empty or not. Iterator, list of iterator, for each, get. These 4-5 methods I will do at the end. These are very important interview ask methods. I will discuss later. But you can see remove method is there. Those who are asking me, can we remove it? You can remove by specifying the index. You can remove by giving that object only. You can remove the entire collection also. You can remove by giving some predefined interfaces implementation. However you want, you can do it. You can split. You can check the size. You can set All these are possible. So you can store the data and you can perform many of the operations with the data if you go with array list. Suitable for the insertion at the rear end. Possibility wise, you can insert at any given position, but suitable only for the rear end. But if you want to perform insertion of the data into your collection at any given point of time, which collection class will you use? Which collection class will you use? Linked list. And add first, add last is there. Similar to, we have something called as offer, offer first, offer last. Guys, I'll say here offer. I'll say offer. After which I will add something called as anything. Maybe I'll say here DevOps. Some random data I'm adding, that's it. Offer I have told, I will say DevOps. System.out.println LL1. If I just have to run this, DevOps is added at the rear end. Is it not acting like an add method? If you use add method only, automatically the data will be added at the rear end, at the last end. Correct? So same thing is happening with respect to offer also. If you want, I can add one more. Dot offer. I will say here DevOps is there, no? Maybe I'll say JUnit for an example. JUnit 5 for the unit testing. And after which, if I check my collection, I'm just printing it. It's not iterating over the collection. I'm just printing and checking it. Guys, is it not added at the rear end? And like this, I have dot offer first. I have offer first. I will say Spring Boot. I will say system.out.println LL1. Guys, Spring Boot. That means, is it not acting like offer first, offer last, and offer method? Add first, add last. Have you found out any difference, guys? Whatever add method is doing, offer method is also doing the same. Whatever add first is doing, offer first is also doing the same. See, guys, if you perform insertion operation using the offer methods, the data might get added, the data might get rejected if there is a problem of memory. Add method means it will add, it will perform certain optimization, it will make sure that data is getting added unless it is out of memory. But offer method, offer may get accepted, offer may get rejected also. You cannot be sure about that the data will be added if you go with offer. Offer means it might get added, it might not get added. So if someone is offering you, maybe some 5 companies you have attended the interview, 3 companies you have accepted, 3 companies gave you offer letter. Are you accepting all 3 companies offer letter? No, right? You might reject offer. If you go visit your granny's parents or someone relatives visit your home in your childhood, your relatives used to offer you some money, right? Then sometimes you may take it, sometimes you may say no out of the fear of parents. But it is offer, not necessarily. If you go to your grandparents' home, they'll give you something. It is not offer. You have to take it. So that is add method. Offer and add method, both of them are different. Making sense? Based on the need, Aditya. Based on the need. If there is memory problem, it may reject it. So if some data is there, if you feel like you might add in the collection, you add it. If it is getting rejected, if it is not a problem, you can ignore. But very often in the real time, I have never come across this offer method, but this option is also available. Okay. LL1 dot, if I say, many methods are there. Guys, linked list is there, but some of them are coming from a different iterable collection. Stream, what is a method? There are some methods which are important, which we will talk at the beginning. Guys, there is something called as peak. Are you able to see this peak, guys? It is returning you an object. Okay, I will say system.out.println. I will say here peak method. Understand this to the best of your ability, guys. Peak method is what I'm printing it. I'll do one thing. All the other collections are there. No, printing I will stop. Okay, this printing only I'm stopping, guys, not anything else. Only once I'll print at the last. Okay. I will go back here and you can see, guys, what peak method is giving, guys. It is giving you the first element of your collection. All of you, please show the rejecting Usama. Rejecting example means it will not, it is not rejecting. How can you show the example? It is accepting the data. What I'm trying to say, you cannot be 100% sure. It may always take the data. And that example I cannot show. No one can show. As per the Oracle document, what was there, I have told. It is accepting. In my case, both of the cases, it is expecting. So I cannot do anything with it. If it was rejecting, I could have done something. Okay, now? Guys, peak method, what it is doing? It is giving you the first element of your collection. Okay, now? I will say system.out.println. Peak means based on size of an object, no hurry, Krishore. Why size and all you went to? Is it giving you the first element of your collection or not? Just tell me that. Where the size and all comes into picture here. Is it giving you first element of your collection? Giving. I'll go here and say ll.pol. ll.pol. I will go here. I will say, if I run this application, guys, peak and pol, what both methods are doing? Both the methods are giving you first element of your collection, correct? Both of them are giving same only. What is the difference? Understand. After peak, I will take system.out.println ll1. I will print it. Guys, after peak method, it gave you first element. Then that Spring Boot is there in your collection. Still, it's a part of your collection. After which I will say system.out.println ll1. After pol method, is it there? Check it. Spring Boot. So pol method will remove Spring Boot and give it to you. Peak method will just copy, give it to you. It will be part of collection. Still, it will be part of collection. Difference between peak and pol. Likewise, we have peak last, pol last. That means only for the last elements. For the last elements of your collection. Understanding, everyone? There are some methods which we will discuss separately. Get first is there, get last is there, which will give you last element, which will give you first element. Index of is there. Iterator, list iterator, parallel stream, for each. Those are important methods which we will discuss it. But apart from that, other methods are normal default methods. By the methods names only you can understand what they are doing. There are some 4 or 5 important methods. Iterator, list iterator. What is that? We have a stream, for each method, parallel stream. 5, 6 important methods are there, which has to be taken care separately. In the stream API, we will take care of it. All this separately we'll discuss. Okay. But for now, other methods by the name itself, you can understand. If again peak method called, then it will there, again peak method, 44 it will give you. It will give 44. Because Spring Boot is removed, no. Spring Boot is already removed from your collection. It is not there. See, I'm printing, it is not there. So it will give you 44. Spring Boot, how it will give if it is not even there? Okay. The next class we have in front of us, guys, is array DQ. Array DQ. It is implementing DQ interface. DQ interface is the child interface of Q interface. That means it belongs to the family of Q. Family of Q. Now, guys, tell me, in real world, if you just stand in a queue, if someone comes in the middle suddenly, if someone comes from the front or middle suddenly, all of a sudden in between, if someone comes, will you all allow? Will you all allow? Is it allowed? In programming also for Q data structure, index-based insertion is not allowed. Index-based insertion is not allowed. And it follows DQ interface and double-ended Q data structure. Double-ended Q data structure. It follows double-ended Q. Double-ended Q means If there is a collection, already you have created one collection by adding to the rear end. Add, you have told. You can perform insertion from the front end also. You can perform the insertion from the back end also. That means at the front row also, at the rear end also. Add first method we have. Add first method and add last method. Add last method. Guys, it is implementing which interface? DQ. And please tell me, linked list is also implementing list also, DQ also. So some methods we have seen which were there in the array list is also present in the linked list because they belong to list family. So whatever we have seen, add first, add last, offer first, offer last, these methods, were they part of my array list? No, they were part of linked list only. That means they were coming to linked list from the DQ family. Now all these methods you will have seen the array DQ also. But will you have a method to perform insertion at the index? No, index-based axing is not allowed here. If I have to go back and if I have to talk about it, let me just open the ID. I'll go back and create a new class. Right click. I will say here array DQ. Launch array DQ. I will tell many things about this, guys. I'm just starting the journey. Collection to be discussed for a longer period of time. Okay. 2 months of Java I've told, but 15 days might increase because of the content which I'm discussing. 15 or 8 days. I'll say DQ. Type AD equals to new array DQ. DQ. After which I'll say array DQ dot. Guys, add, if I say, see here, add is there, add all is there. Add first is there, add last is there. But do we have a method based on the index you can perform the operation? Why it is belong to which family? It belongs to the family of, guys, any type of data I'll add for now. I will say here 2. I will say here 3. I will say here 4. System.out.println array. I'm getting this. Everyone present in the class? Yes? All of you? All good? No issues? Add first, remaining methods, whatever was there, no add first, add last, peak, poll, same thing will go hold good here also. And other methods we will see to it at the end. Double-ended queue, no possibility of. So guys, is it preserving the order of insertion? In whichever order you are inserted a data, are you getting the same order? Yes, no, maybe. Order of insertion is preserved or order of insertion not preserved? It is preserved. Guys, array list, linked list. Index-based axing is allowed. Correct or not? Index-based insertion is allowed. Order of insertion is preserved. Linked list is suitable for insertion at any given position. Linked list is having 2 interfaces methods. Array DQ, it's a family of Q. Index-based insertion not allowed. Since it is following double-ended queue, double-ended queue means insertion is allowed from the front end also, at the rear end also. Apart from that, it is also maintaining order of insertion, that is preserved. There is a next important class, and this you have to understand very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. Nothing but priority queue. Priority. Name understand. Priority queue. Belongs to the family of queue. It is implementing queue interface directly. And behind the scene, it follows minimum heap data structure. How many of you are aware that there is a max heap, min heap? If you don't know, I will tell you what min heap. If you know DSA, you know. If you don't know, I will only tell you, you need not to worry. Behind the scene, which data structure? Minimum heap data structure. Okay. And understand what happens here. And it is very, very important. Right click. I will say here, I will create the class called as launch priority queue. Priority queue. priority queue. I would like to add this. I'll go here. I'll go here. I will say priority queue. Priority queue. Type PQ equals to new priority queue. Okay. After which PQ dot, I will add some data. I will add 100. Some random data I will add. Please see very carefully. Okay. 100, maybe I will add 50. I will add, maybe I'll add 150. Understand this, guys? I'll add 25. I will add 75. Some random data I'm adding. 125 I'll add. And maybe 175 also I will add. 175. Some data I have added. Any issues to anyone? Some numbers I have added. It's always good to go with homogeneous data. Why I will tell you, but anyway, I have added. I will print, I will check what is there. Okay. First point to everyone. Guys, is it maintaining the order of insertion? In whichever order you have inserted the data, is it there in the same order? Everyone in the class. Is it in the sorted order? No. Guys, is 100 comes after 125? 75 comes after 100 before 125. Is it in the sorted order? In this entire object, which is the highest priority element? Guys, if I have rank 1 to rank 100, who is rank highest priority? Rank 1, right? Based on the numbers here, who has high priority, guys? Highest priority number in this? Highest priority rank A. If I have rank 1 and rank 100, who is topper, guys? Rank 100 or rank 1? Who is the topper? So in this, highest priority is what? 25. Is highest priority element automatically available at the front of your collection? Yes, no, maybe. How this is happening behind the scene, you have to understand. What is the data you have added? 100. 100 you have added. 50, 150, 25, 75, 125, 175. This is the order of insertion. In this order, you have inserted the data. Output, how you have got? 25. And after 25, what we have got the output? 50, 125, 50, 125, 100, 75. And then what we had in which order? 100, 75, 150 and 175. Okay. 150 and 175. This is the output. Actually, data is stored. Data is stored in this order. And which data structure? Min-heap data structure. The nodes will be there. How in this will happen? Please here. The first, one tree will be created, guys. The first time you add a data, please see very carefully. One node will be created. 100 is added here. One node and 100. Second data, see how it will happen is, before I will actually add the data, the insertion methodology, please understand, guys. First node, first data will be added. Second data will all automatically go to the second end. Third data will go to the third. Right of this, right child of this. Then left child of this. Right child of this. Then left child of this. Right child of this. This is how the data used to go. Then this. Are you understanding the insertion flow, guys? First of all, first, second automatically to the left of it. Third automatically to the right of it. Then fourth, left of it, right of it. Fifth, left of it, right of this. The basic structure, have you understood? The basic structure? Everyone? Now, guys, whatever data you have added, the first element which you have added was 100. 100 will be added. Second data, what have you added? 50. 50 will automatically go to the left. Then what happens? Check. It will check. At the parent hierarchy, at the top node, highest priority element is there or not. Mini-heap means it is not there. Swapping will happen. Swapping will happen. 50 will go to up. 100 will be replaced wherever 50 was there. Then what is the third element you have added? The third element you have added is 150. And as per the flow, third should be go to right of this 150. It will check whether the highest priority is there at the top end. Compared to 150, the highest priority is there at the parent level. Top end, no swapping. Is there any need of swapping here? Not needed. The next data which you have inserted, what is the next data, guys? 25. And next data will come to left of this now. Fourth data will come to left of this. So left of this, 25 will be added. 25 will be added. Now tell me, guys, compare these two. Highest priority is at the top or down? Down. So its swapping should happen. So what will happen? Next step, 50 is here. 25 will come here. Wherever 25 was there, 100 will come there. Swapping happened between them. Write 150. Again, it will check 25 and 50. Highest priority element, it is at the lower. Again, the swapping has to happen. Then what happened? The next level of swapping will happen. So 25 at the top. Left of 25, 50. Right, there is no need, as it is, it will be available. And left of this will be 100. Any need of swapping, guys? 150, 50 at the top. 50 and 25, highest priority at the top. It is in the top. Any swapping right now? Yes. Based on the value, whichever is the highest priority. Okay. Compared to this. Now, guys, tell me this. The next data is 75. As per this, 75 should be added here, right? The fifth element. So fifth element automatically 75. Tell me, guys, any need of swapping between these two? 50 and 75. Swapping is needed. 50 at the top end, no problem. The next data, guys, 125. It should go here. Sixth insertion. Left of this. Left of this is 125. Any swapping is needed between these two, guys? Needed. So 25. Left of this is 125. Left of this is, 150. The swapping between these two happened. And this family is same only. No problem. Right of this 75. Left of this 100. What is the last element, guys? 7 is should be added here. And what is the last element? 175. 175 will be added here. 175 will be added here. Any swapping is needed? Not needed. Now, guys, check the level. This is 0th level, first level, second level. 0th level 25, first level 50 and 125. Yes or no? 125. Then 100, 75, 150, 175. Is it in the same order, guys? Is it in the same order which we have got output, or I'm wrong? It's in the same order. All of you present in the class, how it is happening? You can always rewatch the video. If some ambiguity is there in the doubt session also, you can ask me. But guys, yes, highest priority. Root node will be highest priority. If you could able to understand this, that means you all are eligible for DSA. Directly, I have not taught you any fundamentals. Directly, I have picked one of the data structure I could able to teach. And if you could able to understand, that means you are eligible for DSA. Maximum heap means the largest element, highest element will be at the base, at the top. Maximum heap is right now minimum heap. The minimum value should be at the top. Guys, are you all there with me? Yes, no, maybe. Every one of you present in the class. Let's understand one more data structure. More on this we will talk in tomorrow's class. But I will just talk. Minimum if data structure is used, Suresh. One data structure is used, minimum heap. These are nodes, and data will be stored inside this behind the scene. This is how the data is stored. The moment you have told no, behind the scene, automatically it is using one of the data structure, and you have added the data here. It is getting stored in this structure in your memory. Okay, now on the RAM only, in the bytes only. Okay. Now let's understand one more class, which I will say here, launch tree set. And after this, I will conclude. I'll take up your questions if you have. Tomorrow, we shall continue with the remaining part. The last part, understand this also. Okay. I will say here, tree set is belong to the family of set interface. It belongs to the family of set. Set has its one child interface called as sorted set. It has its own child interface called as navigable set. And that interface class is tree set. Tree set directly implementing navigable set. Navigable set is a child interface of sorted set. Sorted set is a child interface of set interface. Set interface parent is collection. Collection parent is iterable. A hierarchy also I will show going forward. Tree set.ts equals to new tree set. Guys, 2-3 weeks Java will end, and we'll give you 1 week of break, and then we will start the spring classes. 1 week of break for you to watch JDBC Hibernate videos. JUnit, JDBC, Hibernate, SQL, these videos to finish. 1 week of break, and then we shall start the concept of Spring Framework. Okay. I would like to import this. That means it still take. It will be uploaded, Hari Krushore. This week it will be uploaded. Dot add, I will say. Guys, index base, is it allowed here also? Index base insertion. Yes, the parent is set. I have already told that, Sai. The family I have already told. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow class, I will show you also, but for now. Guys, in priority queue, array DQ, tree set, in 3 classes which we have seen, index based insertion, is it allowed? Not allowed. Array DQ was maintaining order of insertion, but priority queue, is it maintaining the order of insertion? And tree set, let's see to it, but you can see here, guys, index based insertion is not allowed. Only at the rear end you have to add. I'll do one thing. Whatever data I've added here, no, same thing will add here also. I will add here also. Okay. Let's understand what is happening here. Of course, I will use TS here, which is tree set, not the priority queue. It is from the family of set interface, guys. It is from the family of set interface, but directly not implementing set interface. Set has its child called as sorted set. Sorted set has its child called as navigable set. And tree set is implementing navigable set. Guys, whatever data I have added here, is it in the sorted order? The data which I have added, is it in the sorted order? I'll go back here. I will add. Guys, whatever result are you getting? Is it in the sorted order? Ascending sorted order? See to it. So tree set will store the data in the sorted order automatically. Follows tree data structure, binary search tree data structure. Tree set is from the family of set interface. Actually, navigable set to sorted set to the set and binary search tree. It can create balanced binary search tree also. It can create skewed tree also. What do you mean by that? I will talk. Tree set, it's belongs to the family of tree. Now, how data will be added? The data which we have inserted is, please see very carefully, guys. 100, 50, 150, 25, 75. I will say here, then what we have? 125, 175. This is the order of insertion, correct? We will see that, Usama. You can add, there is no problem. But forget about that, Usama. As I have told 4 times, 5th time I'm telling. Though heterogeneous type of data we are adding to the collection, in the real world scenario, is it allowed? Is it good to add? Not good. I have told you. It is allowed, not good. Why? Day after tomorrow's class, in the concept of generics, I will tell you what is the problem of heterogeneous type of data in one collection. And also I have told you day after tomorrow's class, I will tell you the problem and solution for that. It can be added here also, no problem. Object is the insertion. You can add heterogeneous type of data. You can add, no problem. But in the real time, we don't add. Why we will not add day after tomorrow's class? Fine, na? For the 5th time, I have told guys. Everyone in the class? So when I'm telling, please listen to me. Don't ask the same question which I have already told 3-4 times. Okay, listening skills is very, very important. Guys, how the data will be added, please see to it. 100 is the first node will be added. Second element automatically left, it will not go. Unlike in the previous case. Previous case, the tree was this. Whichever second, left, right, swapping and all. It will not happen here. Before adding the second, it will check whether the second data is less than 100 or greater than 100. 50, is it less than 100 or greater than 100, guys? Less than, automatically left. Less than means left side, left child. Greater than means right child. 150, right child. Then 25 will be checked. 25, is it less than 100, guys? Less than 100? Left it will come. 25, is it less than 50? Yes, left it will come. Next data 75, is it less than 100? Yes, 50. Is it less than 50? No, greater than 50. Right side of the 50. 125, it is greater than 100. Less than 150. 175, greater than 100. Greater than 150. Balanced binary search tree. Now, how the data will traverse? It will follow something called as in-order traversal. In-order traversal. There is something called as post-order traversal. There is something called as pre-order traversal. There is something called as in-order traversal. 3 types of traversals are there. In-order, post-order, pre-order. All of you present in the class? Yes, no, maybe. In order, post order, pre order. Tree set follows in order traversal. Tree set follows which order traversal, guys? In order. Is my screen now visible, guys? My system was hang for a minute. Okay, now? It follows in order traversal. In order traversal means left value right or left node right. Node means this node. This is value or node. Both of them are same. Okay, now? Now what happens here? Please understand, guys. At the time of traversing, LVR will be applied. L means left, value right. Please see very carefully. Left first we have to go. LVR is applied. Left, scratch it, go to the left side. LVR, left, nothing is there. What is left out? Value. Then right, nothing is there. Go back to parent. Left is over. Then what comes? Value. 50. Then right, go here. LVR, left, nothing is there. Next value, 75. Right, nothing is there. Go back to parent. LVR is over. Go back here. Left is over. Then value, 100. Then right, LVR, left. LVR, left, nothing is there. Then value, 125. Then right, nothing is there. Go back. Left is over. Value, 150. Right, go back. LVR, left, nothing is there. Value, 175. Right, nothing is there. Is the data is in the form of sorted order? Are you all understanding? Have you understood how the traversing is happening, guys? In order traversal means what? Those who have listened to me on this Those who could able to understand well, and those who could not, no problem. Your development, your Spring Boot will not get affected. You will be a developer. It will not affect. However, it is a message that for DSA, you have to focus extra. Those who could able to understand, it says it's a message that you guys are eligible for DSA. How many of you could able to understand here, guys? Both MinHeap and binary search tree. If you could able to understand, that means you guys have not tried. All of you, can you understand DSA and can you try product-based companies in 6 months down the lane? It's a message for you guys that if you practice for 6 months or 1 year, you can get into product-based companies. You are eligible for DSA. That's a message. All of you, are you there? Every one of you. You have not just tried in your life, maybe. Dedicated every day 2 hours you plan. Not more than that. Not more than 2 hours is not required. Productivity 1 or 2 hours every day consistently for 2 months. You will be in a position to crack product-based companies. Preparation is needed. You cannot just look at the problems and solutions and say, oh my God, this is scary. Have you tried it for 3-4 months? Have you worked on this for 6 months? No, right? Then how can you be an expert in that by just looking at it? It's not programming language, right? It's not programming which you're learning. It is some solutions after learning programming. It takes some time. It's not overnight. By looking at something, the problem, you'll not get solution. See, even if you don't attend my classes, if you know basic class methods, object, instance variable, local variable, if you just read out my key points on inheritance, static keyword, even if you don't see code, even if you don't practice, you can understand the entire context. Basic English words I have told you. By looking at this, you can understand what is the case. But that is not the case for a DSA. You have to work for it. All of you in the class? Yes, no, maybe. Now, one last thing, and I will end this. I'll go back to array list. Guys, please see very carefully. I will say AL dot add. I will add 10. Guys, 10 is already part of my collection. I will say system dot out dot println AL2. It's AL2, guys. Sorry, AL2. Now, guys, duplicates are allowed in the array list. Duplicates allowed in the array list. Allowed. I'll go back to the linked list. I will say LL1 dot add. Something I'll add which is already there. Example, Telesco is there in the collection. I will add one more time. Telesco. I will say system dot out dot println. I will add LL1. I'll go back here. See here, Telesco is there. Telesco is there. Duplicate allowed in the linked list. Allowed. I'll go back here. I'll say AD dot add. I will add 40. I will check here. System dot out dot println AD. I will just print this. 40 is there. Duplicates are allowed? Allowed. I'll go back to priority queue. I will say PQ dot add. Maybe I'll add 125. After adding 125, I will check my collection. Dot PQ. If I just have to run this, 125 is there. That means duplicates are allowed or not allowed? Allowed. I'll go back to the tree set. I will add TS dot add 125. After adding this, I will just print my collection. TS. And if I just print my collection, is there 125 once again, guys? Is it there once again? No, duplicates are not allowed. Fine. That's all for today, my dear friends. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. I hope you got one basic theme of collection. Lot to be learned in upcoming 4 classes of collection. Today you have understood so much. It's just a day 1 of collection. And if you feel that if your focus collection is something giving you some interest, then upcoming 3-4 classes are going to be very, very, very important and very, very many things you are going to learn in the upcoming few classes. For now, just to start with, I hope you got fundamentally a theme of collection in your mind. What is collection all about? Fine. Thank you so much, guys. And I would like to share you these things and I'm open for your question for the next 2 minutes. Don't ask anything. I will share in the chat and then we are open for any type of question which you can ask to me. Okay. Allow me just a type. I'll say here collection class 1 board work, and these files I will share you in the chat, and then I'm open for it. No compile time error. No, we have not got any compile time error. It will be ignored. It will just be ignored. It will not create any error at the runtime also. No compile time error, no runtime error. It will be just ignored. I'll go back. I'll go back here, and what is the class name, guys? Your batch name is finishers, right? Finishers and collection. And I'll go to the source, and let me just share these classes with you for the 2 minutes of time. I will show tomorrow, SM. I will show tomorrow. Cleverly, I have added the data in this. Cleverly, with my experience, I have choose the data like this: 150, 150, 250. I will tell you why, what is the problem and what is the solution for it. Tomorrow we shall discuss, okay? It's a good question. And I will tell you, I am very clever. With my experience, I have used the proper data, 100, 50, and all of that. Okay. Please given short, not for it, for revision, like before lecture will help. Given the short, not for it, for revision. Given the short means I didn't know. Note. Was the session a little fast paced today? Was it who felt me? No, Shweta, it is just 4 classes I have discussed. In the entire 1 hour, how much I have discussed, guys? Only this much. Nothing more than this. See here, some methods. Okay. How dynamic works, how a release size grow out. Automatically, it will grow. Dynamic means, Nikit, as and when you add the data, dynamically the size of that location, size of that array will increase. Dynamic means it is not fixed. If you add, it will grow. If you remove the data, automatically it will shrink. Dynamic. Based on the data, it will grow also, it will shrink also. Okay. Maybe Shweta, tomorrow I will be a little slow if you want. Is that fine? In the tree set, adding the data, can you explain? Suresh. Please do focus, okay? But since you have told, I will tell you. Based on this, see here, first node will be created, Suresh. For you only, I'm telling. Second node to be added, second data, it will check this data. Is it greater than 100 or less than 100? If it is greater than 100, right of it. Less than 100, left of it. Since 50 is less than 100, go to the left of this. Tick marker. Over. Then again 150 you are adding. 150 will be checked with the first node. Is it greater than 100 or less than 100? Greater than 100, no, right of it. 150 added. Then next data 25. 25 will be checked with the first node. Is it less than 100 or greater than 100? Less than 100. Go to left. Is it less than 50, greater than 50? Less than 50. Go to the left of 50. 75. Less than 100. Go to left. Greater than 50. Right of 50. Understood? Huh? Got it? No, only W linked list. See, in the linked list, in general, we have circular, singly linked list, circular linked list and W linked list. But collections predefined linked list follows W linked list. SM. Conceptual wise, we have singular linked list, W linked list, circular linked list. In general, linked list data structure. But Java's predefined linked list follows W linked list data structure. 2 more weeks, guys, will conclude the Java. I know it is getting extended, but even though I'm trying my best to be as fast as possible, but some things we have to discuss. Whatever I'm discussing cannot be avoided. So far, have you felt any one concept I could have avoided, guys? Have you felt any one concept which I could have avoided? No, right? So even though I'm trying my best, still taking the time. I thought of just finishing in 2 months, but 10 days, it is taking extra. So it's not in my hand, okay? So don't mind on this. We'll try to pick it up in the Spring framework. Everything is important, which you need to know. Collection is something which is very important. So we have to discuss more on this. We are going to cover multi-threading, Signesh. It's an important topic. Very important topic. We'll understand with respect to debuggers also what happens behind the scene. Okay. Like if you, it's important, but see, directly you may not work with multi-threading, but behind the scene, multi-threading is implemented in many of the concepts. Multiple threads will be there. So you should have an idea about this. Not just for that, even if you want to implement in your project. After this, we will take that Dalip. That is the reason I have told you, something extra. Once collection is complete, I will give you recorded, okay, and then we will go for multi-threading depth. Stream API is there, multi-threading is there, generics is there, enums is there, annotations are there. These are important topics. Some important features are there which has to be discussed, which I'm going to use in the Spring Boot. Whatever I'm not using, you can learn by your own. Now, guys, all of you knows enough of Java. If someone teaches, can you understand? Like we have reached to that level now. Have you become versatile, guys? Like you know Java now. If someone says something, you are in position to understand about the code. So, okay. Any mind gap available? I will tell you very, very easily there, Daniel. Yes, there is a solution. I will give you. I will tell you that solution also in day after tomorrow's class. Okay. Good question. And there is a solution for this. It is available because it is difficult to maintain. Yes, collection hierarchy in upcoming class. I will discuss. It is very important to be discussed and I will discuss. Tomorrow, more on tree set. I have to discuss more on tree set, then hash set, linked hash set, then differences between these classes, then iterator, list iterator, what is the need of it, fail fast, fail, fast and fail safe, we have to discuss, right? And how to access the data in the collection, for each method we have to discuss, then generics concept we have to discuss, and then we shall discuss the concept of stream APIs. And then we can conclude the concept of collection. Vector is a part of it is a legacy classes vector and stack. I will discuss about vector. It's a legacy classes, but they have later added into collection hierarchy. Why they have added, I will talk on that also. Map is also important. I'll discuss map also. Map, tree map, hash map. What follows behind the scene hashing algorithm? It follows data is stored in the form of key value pair. So it is very, very important topics for your Spring Boot journey. Our team will provide Manazza. Yes, it will be covered, Usama. It is important topic and we will have to cover. It's not like it's must to cover. Compulsory. If not, Spring MVC you cannot understand. Behind the scene model is used model and binding aware model map is a class name and that internally follows map structure, key value pair. So it's very important topic. I've created array of integers in the main method and pass it to as a parameter to the square method and modified the array elements in the square method, but not return the array. When I print the array in the main method, the modified array is reflected in the main array. Could you please share the code what you are trying to say here? Okay. That means it is not immutable. That's the meaning of it. First of all, it's mutable because if you store like this integer type of age equals to 18, some 100 lines of code is there. After 100 and 100 line, one line you have told age equals to 19 and 200 lines of code is there. 300 line, if you print system dot out dot println age, it is 19 only, no? Because it is modified. So at the time of creation of the array, you are giving the name AR equals to new int. Now name of the array is AR. You have modified. After modifying something, again if you check AR, it will be a new array which you have added, whatever new data which you have added into the array, because you're not creating a new array. Existing array is modified. Okay, now? That's the meaning of it. Because the same array you are modifying, no? Hash collision. Hash collision will not happen in collection, Sagnesh, because we have something called as hash table and hash function. And the data will be stored in every bucket within the hash table in a way that collision only will not happen. The moment if there is a collision, chances no, automatically the size will increase with a factor of 0.75. That means 75% of the memory will increase in the hash table. So collision chances only will not occur. In case of Java, hash set, linked hash set follows hashing only. You have something called as hash function. You have something called as where the formula will be there, because of which the data will be stored in the hash table. And what happens here is the buckets will be there. No, because of the hash function, the data will be stored in a way that every bucket will have only one data. And if there is a chance of collision, automatically the size of this table will increase to 75%, 0.75 factor. So in that case, what happens is the collision only will not occur in case of Java's predefined classes when it follows hashing algorithm. Okay. But more on that in the DSA in my YouTube series also I will try to talk. No, Jav. We don't have any class which is following the MaxHab. No, it's MinHab, MinHib only. Guys, whatever DSA I'm teaching, not as a DSA, it is like what is already happening behind the scene. In the process, you're understanding DSA. That's it. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. Tomorrow, exactly 7 a.m. Indian time, and we will start the continue the journey of collection. Lot to be discussed, guys, in the collection. Many exciting concepts are there, which are important. They are interesting also, and which are very, very important going forward for Spring Boot classes also. Okay. So thank you so much for being with me in today's class. Tomorrow, exactly at 7 a.m., continue the journey of collection from the tree set. We have stopped the journey from the tree set. So tree set only I will continue the journey in tomorrow's class. Thank you so much, guys, for being with me in today's class. It will be uploaded, Sri Hari.